Um, Welcome, boys and girls, mech dads and tryhards, to the TOC um, Trial of Combat 5v5. We are here with Dubious Squirrel as my co-caster, and this is TPQ versus F37. The 1v1 is about to get on the way here in a moment. Both teams are locked. Uh, this is the 1v1 duel. This week is the Bushwhacker, one AC-20, one snub, dead-sided with a standard engine. It's pretty good. Uh, Relatively. It's a bit of a meme. With that said, um, here in a moment, because both teams are locked and ready to go, we will be launching. Um, Dubious, you can launch when you are ready. This will be on the 1v1 map. All right, sorry, on the Solaris 1v1 map, factory, mech factory. Bunch of buildings and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I'll hit the launch button. Good evening, everyone, Mech fans, etc. Here we go. So this will decide who's going to get to pick which side they'll play on for the rest of the maps. I'm sure you know the deal. And this is Patchwork Quilt versus F37, who are first and second place in their division, respectively. Pretty close on points. I think only 10 points. So we're looking forward to a good match tonight. This is an important one for both teams.
Oh yeah, it is. TPQ, they need a hard win on this one to ensure that no one can catch up with them for the rest of the season and ensure their domination of Div D. If F37 can keep them down to low points or even win today, uh, they can still be in the running to take first by the end of the season. All right, looks like both of them are on the way now. Looks like both are going for the ramps to take the high ground. This should be interesting.
Yeah, I think the high ground definitely has the advantage from our testing in CSPS.
Oh, I
But
did not expect Shins to get the first shot. Oh, this slugging match is already in full swing. Private Judas, he's being laid. Oh, I did not expect someone to go for legs. Shones is cored out CT, but Judas, his one of his legs is about to pop. GG's. That was pretty. That was pretty decided. If you look at Judas, it looks like both his legs are really messed up, but he took shots everywhere. If that damage was more focused, that could have went the other way. Judas just stuck to the CT classic and just punched through the armor and then through the structure.
yeah, Jude just took the high ground there and had. I think his shots were slightly more on point, a bit more accurate, but good game both ways.
Yeah. All right. It looks like they want team two because they already brought their whole team in. Um, I'll double check. Um, I'm gonna double check, make sure they do want team two before. we go any further.
Copy that.
Gordon Hayward shows his opponents no.
Yes, it is. It's a bit of a struggle, the first map, Forest Colony Classic, everyone in lights. It tends to devolve into a brawl pretty quickly, I think, but we have seen some teams try to play the range game on this map, so it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. You can kind of do it. I mean, if you're running the sort of javelins with medium lasers, etc. But you can land yourself in a lot of trouble if your opponents are brawling and they get into your legs. Then, yep, you're dead, dude. All right, launching.
Audit check.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Team 2, I see a Javelin, a Fire Starter, a K9, a Wolfy thing, and a Vapor Eagle. I'm guessing they're going to be running
Kappa is
medium
under
pulse.
enemy control.
Team 2 likewise with a firing line slightly more spread out. Here comes the push. So F37, they take round 1, which is pretty good for them. They are 10 points behind the other team in
Resource
Division
point
D.
Beta is ours.
So they need all the points they can get.
We have possession of Kappa.
Likewise does the other team. Yep, good start for F37.
We have Gamma. We have gained Epsilon. We've captured resource point Sigma.
Good damage spread from F37, apart from SHD2, who went down early in the missed links. Private Judas did some work in the Wolfhound. 300 damage was pretty tasty. No kills though, couldn't convert it. All right, this is drop 3 Alpine Peaks. 4 mins. All right. You can brawl this with them fighting over a single point, but it is tricky to do. There's some good ridge lines you can just sit up there if you're long range and pick your opponents off as they try and come in. Both teams are locked. Level, someone in Twitch chat is saying that there's no sound coming from you. I can hear you just fine.
It's
sure
fixed.
What's going
It's
on there.
fixed.
You might want to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fixed. All right.
Yeah. The my Streamlabs for some reason when I'm alt tabbing between tabs because I still don't have my second monitor set up. Uh, for some reason that seems to affect the mute button for the mic auxiliary input.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Let's have a look. F37 are running an assassin, Arctic Wolf, an Orion, and what the hell's this? Trebuchet. Certainly is. Yeah, the cascade effect is well underway now. Yeah, the brawl push, it can work, but they just implemented it badly. They pushed through the choke point, as you observed, and yeah, two of them got stuck out early, and then there was a strike in the middle, and the last two, instead of pushing straight through it, I think they stood back a little while, and that was the author of their doom. So well played, Patchwork Quilt. This is now 1 round apiece. Still all to play for. No sound again, level.
All right, that time I don't know why it got muted because I didn't touch anything. My Streamlabs is messing with me. I am just going to have to alt tab to it every 5 minutes to double check. Oh god. While I get the map strat set up, I'm gonna pull up the score screen. Duties, you can go ahead and swap the lobby to the next map and swap the teams.
Copy that. Next map is RUBELLITE.
Yes. And TPQ just took the lead by 1 point off of F37. F37 had the lead up until now, but TPQ just took it back. They are not going out without a fight. All right, well, while everyone gets ready in the lobby, we are going to look at the map strat real quick, guys. So this is basically what happened. Let me get the drawing tool. There we go. F37. What? I want that red. F37 just ran right up the middle. They had one Overwatch mech that went up here. The rest of their team, well, I guess their team technically went like this. And then the one Overwatch mech kind of went like that. Team 1, they just did what I thought they would do. They just stacked here in F10, waited to see what the enemy was going to do, and then, well, they held back and let the enemy string themselves along in this little choke point here. So F37 ran up here with all their mechs. Their lure mech was starting to get shots off to these guys here, but these guys had pretty decent cover. So, but the issue was F37 charged through this choke point 2 by 2, and they died 2 by 2. Like, it's literally what happened. And then the lure mech just kind of ran away and died. TPQ had a pretty decent firing line. Also, F37, the deck was a little all over the place, so I'm not sure about their deck choice. But TPQ took a solid, pretty traditional deck, stood here, waited for the enemy to make the mistake, and then when the enemy made the mistake, they capitalized on it and just dunked on people and then charged that learn boat and then took Gamma. That's basically all that happened. I expected a fight to be over here in H9, H10, because I figured Team 2 would realize that this is a no-go for a brawl, that they need to path either around. So I expected the fight to be over here or even over here. Did not expect it to be here. But it is what it is. And everyone has interesting things that they do. Now, that would have been cool if it worked out. Like, if they had all 4 mechs go through that choke point at the same time, that could have worked out if they got right in the middle of the enemy and then just, rain confusion and destruction.
Both teams are now locked. We're ready to go.
Yes, we are.
Launching.
How's it going, viewers? As you guys have already pointed out, there's been a couple technical difficulties, and I apologize. This is my first time main casting, and it is definitely 100% amateur hour here. I got caught up late last night watching my 2-year-old, and he's in his terrible twos and a nightmare. If anyone is looking for a 2-year-old boy, contact me. But I promise you, he does kick and scream and bite.
Apparently, there's another technical difficulty. My voice has got an echo on your stream. That'll be worth looking at as well, maybe later.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Which team were you just talking about? We have an Orion, a Nightjar, a Warhammer, a Madcat Mark 1, and a Rifleman 2C. So the Rifleman's going to be AC2 spam, I guess. We're going to have some lasers. The Nightjar, what is he running? He is running AC2s as well. Aussie Spuds just dropped down. I think he made a mistake there. It looks like F37 have seen it as well.
Level, you're muted. No one in the stream can hear you.
The Orion is about to go down. And there he goes. F37 is keeping their brawl rush together. Linebacker is peeling off a little bit. I don't know how much longer he's going to survive. But these guys have to mop up this Mad Cat and this Rifleman before losing another pilot. Out, and there goes Galoris, the linebacker. The Marauder 2C and the Thunder have switched over to the fight the night gear. Shaky drops the Hero Orion 2C. The quick draw is about to go down. I don't think they're going to be able to nab this Mad Cat before they die. The Marauder 2C is into his back and firing at him.
We're muted. You need to fix your audio. Nobody on the stream can hear you.
Apologies, everyone. We seem to be having some technical difficulties with our audio. We're going to be looking at that.
And there goes the Marauder 2C. It is now down to this Thanatos or Thunderbolt. There's 2 mechs he can pick off. I don't think he can. He might be able to win this if he can get the enemy to attack him one at a time. But I'm just not seeing it. Oh. Let's see how this happens. He takes the side torso of that Black Widow. This might... Nah, this isn't going to work out. No chance. It was a good try. Shonace, or however you spell that. GG's. That was actually pretty coordinated brawl from F37 side. It went really well until they split their focus. Like 2 mechs started focusing the Night Gear here while 3 tried to take out the Assault and the Rifleman. If they just all 5 went for that Assault mech, it ignored the Night Gear. Night Gear couldn't shoot up at them at that moment, and they probably would have dropped those mechs faster. But the coordination was actually pretty good for both teams on this one. Damage numbers are actually quite high for both sides. The Thunderbolt and Quick Draw for F37, almost 700 damage each. And then for TPQ, I mean, you got the Rifleman 2C, the Black Widow, and the Night Gear, all pulling almost 700 damage. That was actually a pretty good match to watch.
Pretty solid damage spread from both teams. Okay, on to the next map.
Next one is...
Terra Firma.
Oh, that's a fun map.
Yeah, it's a spicy map, super hot. Is it hotter than RUBELLITE? I'm not sure. RUBELLITE's supposed to be pretty hot as well.
Terra's the second hottest map, with that one faction play map being hotter. That's all I know. Well, while both teams get ready, let's do an overview of the last one. I apologize for technical difficulties, guys. I don't know why it keeps happening or how to stop it. All I can do is try to be more aware of it. So, Team 1 basically just did this. They went here and something like that. Or no. They did. And then came out here. Something weird like that is what Team 1 did. And then Team 2, they put mechs here. And the mechs there. And then F37 tried to fight him like right here for a brawl. Didn't work out in the end, which sucks, but it is what it is. These guys shake it off because I still think they can pull this out. But this next map is going to be Terra Firma. A lot of cheesy shenanigans people have been talking about. We'll see if anyone does it. They talk about getting Lerm assaults up here. This is a 4 assault 1 light mech, so the big fight will be here. Everything's just too slow for a lot of maneuverability to happen. It's either going to be a big brawl or a big trade war, and there'll either be something cheeky up here or not. We will definitely see how this plays out in the end. Looks like Team 1 is ready. We're just waiting on Team 2 to finish readying. Both teams are now locked. It looks like. We ready to go?
Yep, we are launching.
All right.
I was kind of distracted there trying to figure out how to turn the alerts on for push to talk. The alerts off. Blink, blonk.
Yeah, I had
That annoys some people. I'll figure it out later.
that was my only issue with streaming was that kept happening. So I figured out how to solve that, but now I keep getting muted all the time, which is internally frustrating. I'm gonna have to figure out what is causing that and then how to stop it so this doesn't become a.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Frat is in an Annihilated 2A, Sleipnir, Blood Asp B, Mad Cat Mark 2B, and a Wolfhound. Looks like we have an early cap going on. Yeah, I think F37 is getting Dakar, which is sensible for this. So the cap goes to Patchwork.
For fuck's sakes, I swear to God. And my OBS muted again.
Dan's doing the sensible thing. He's going to full cap.
Yeah, he's going to full cap. Here it goes. The Wolfhound is charging in. I don't know. Wolfhound's going to go to the side a little bit. He would have been smarter just to go straight into the fight. Yeah, see, he's holding back far enough range where this Mad Cat can still shoot him wherever he goes. He really needs to get in underneath those guns and then get into the back. See, he just keeps trying to poke, and he's just getting slaughtered for it.
Yeah, he's taking too much damage. I can't see him doing it.
Yeah, he needed to rush in and get under those guns. It's too late now. He's just going to get torn apart. He had one chance to potentially clinch this match, and it's unfortunately gone. The Mad Cat doesn't realize he got around him. Oh, no, there he goes. He realizes he's not behind the rock and must be down somewhere. He's looking in the lava. Oh, there he goes. The Wolfhound gets in under the guns.
Oh.
No, he's holding back too far. What? He's face hug. You should have face hugged. No. GG's. TPQ takes the win. Oh. I'm not going to lie. That felt a little bit like a throw. I mean, he just needed to charge straight at the Mad Cat, twist off the damage, get in under the guns, and the Mad Cat can't do anything except for wiggle around. And he had the speed and maneuverability. He could have, stayed on those legs or even gone for the back, but instead he
That's damage from both the Mad Cats on each side.
Oh wow, yeah, both Mad Cats carried hard.
Oh, no kidding. The Blood Asp as well, and for King Jude did pretty decent. Let's see what else the Sleipnir underperformed a bit for F37.
I am sorry guys about the muting. I don't know why it keeps happening. I was in the match that time when it happened, when it muted, so if anyone knows why OBS keeps muting itself, PM me quickly. With that, I am going to punch in the new scores real quick. All right, let's put it on the score screen. TPQ definitely has a big lead. I don't know if F37 can come back at this point. They cannot. They just do not have enough points. Actually, I might have spoke too soon. Actually, there is a little bit of F37 can't win even if they win this last match. There's just too big of a point difference. But if they could still win the match, they can keep TPQ from exploding out of the gate. But TPQ might have just clinched the season with this win today. Both teams are still readying up in the lobby. While they do that, let's switch it over to the map strat. Get an idea of what might just be happening with Tourmaline. This is probably my favorite map and favorite drop of everything. This is I'll show you guys here. This one, I just think this Epsilon cap is super interesting. So this is the cap, Epsilon. Red team will be spawning here, and the blue team will be spawning here. And both teams will be within mid-range. Well, they'll be within long range of each other. But there's a little bit of a hill here. So Team 2 can't really start shooting Team 1 until they're about here. In which case, they'll probably be here. So this is either one team is going to go for like the C4 high ground to get Overwatch, or the E3 high ground to get Overwatch over Epsilon, right? To control the corner of the map. Lights are probably going to be spawning in Bravo, Lance. Alpha can get to C4. Team 2 can get to Echo 3, but that takes time to get slow long range traders into those areas. And if the other team hard brawl rushes, or even like with mid range trade DACA, it just gets hyper aggressive. They can intercept, like Team 2 can intercept Team 1 right here and force the fight right here out in the open. In a lot of scrims, I've seen that happen where the fight gets forced out in the open. I've also seen it where like Alpha will come down here through C5, try to get up to C4, and then Team 2 just intercepts them here instead.
Both teams are ready.
All right, both teams are ready. Awesome.
They said,
All right. Then let's launch it.
they're fighting over Kappa, is that right? Or is it Epsilon? I can't
They are
remember.
fighting over Epsies.
Epsi, heading over to Epsi.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Rifleman, Direwolf, Arctic Cheetah, by the looks of it, Vapor Eagle, and Annie 2.
Oh shoot. TPQ is going for a firing line here in Echo 4. They just shot the hell out of this linebacker. He is messed up.
Yeah, he was brutalized.
F37 positioning is a little weird to me. I figured they got the Grinner to go take Epsilon, but he is not doing that. He's just holding with the linebacker here in the corner. The enemy light is about to Aussie Spud. He is about to scout out everywhere these guys are going. But just like I thought, F37 wants to try to play the range game. They're going up to this Overwatch, which is a very strong position, but it'll be useless if they die trying to get there. Arctic Cheetah is going in to finish off that linebacker. I don't know if the linebacker can get out of this one. That Arctic Cheetah is a bunch of heavy medium lasers. Yeah, 5 heavy medium lasers. That's 50 damage. If he gets in that linebacker's back again and alphas it, that linebacker's dead.
Bad maneuver for the linebacker. He's isolated now. He's in
yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, F37, they looks like they were finally able to get the cap. The Grinner took a lot of shots. Mad Cat 2B, it looks like this fight is at a longer range than they anticipated. If they were going to go take that high ground, they probably should have went with AC2 mechs or something, because Shaky Snake's Annihilator 2A has taken a strong counter position over here to get Overwatch over that C4 high ground. That way any mechs that try to get up there, he can contest it. The Arctic Cheetah, who has been all over the map this match, he is now down here in the low ground, and he's about to make a play for the cap. But he's being super cautious. He knows that there's enemies over here. I don't think he knows if they're going to try to come after him or not. Shad is trying to trade outside his optimal range with an AC2 Annie. There's no way he's going to win those trades. He shouldn't even be trying. They had the cap. They should have just held back and cover. But there, Aussie takes the cap now. F37 now has to come out in the open. Aussie just hitting that Mad Cat for quite a bit of damage. It's just 5 heavy medium lasers, but I mean, if you let him burn that a few times into your butt, it's going to be super painful no matter what. This Marauder 2C was doing something. He was trading with the TPQ's Rifleman 2C a little bit, but the trades aren't really going anywhere for them. And F37 is just slowly losing all their HP. Now, I do know that the Annihilator 2A is getting wrecked now. He just got hit by a couple strikes, and while he was trading with the Mad Cat, looks like this Vapor Eagle, is that an AC2 Vapor Eagle? Yes. That's the mass Daka Vapor Eagle was just laying into the Annihilator. But the Annihilator still has. Let's see what he has. He still has half his weapons. He's been halved, but he has half his weapons. He's not. He's no longer fully combat effective, but he's still in the fight. F37 is in a very tricky position. The enemy has Overwatch now over anywhere. There is no direction that they can move any of their mechs. They can't go left. They can't go right. They can't move in. They can't even back out without just getting hammered into. They have to find a way to drop the Annihilator. And the Annihilator finished off the Mad Cat in its peaking game. Marauder 2C is just kind of YOLOing, and now I think I can't tell, but it looks like he kind of just gave up. Linebacker also dies. All that's really left is this Vapor Eagle 2 and the Wolfhound. The Wolfhound looks like he's trying to go get a kill, but it looks like he went for the wrong target. He went for a fresh target instead of a damaged one. With his ECM and or possibly stealth, he could have probably ran right through the enemy without them really paying attention and then finished off the Annihilator, maybe even picked off the Ultraviolet. Instead, he just went for the closest mech, and now he's about to pay for it. Aussie Spud is just being a little shit to this Vapor Eagle, just looking down at him and just nailing him for 20 or 30 damage every time he doesn't pay attention. Looks like this Vapor Eagle doesn't want to die by the Arctic Cheetah. He looks like he's wanting to die the manly way, but this Arctic Cheetah is not going to let him. Oh, the Arctic Cheetah misses his burns. He had the perfect shot to the back, and I just watched 3 lasers go for the leg. I think that Vapor Eagle just got halved. Let's see if the Arctic Cheetah can finish it off. This is pretty much the last content for this match. Is he still running? That Vapor Eagle's almost dead. Stop running from it. Be a man, Arctic Cheetah. Yeah, Vapor Eagle's pretty messed up. Well, I guess he still has all his guns. Oh, he's giving his back again? Yeah, see, the enemy is moving in just for the kill. They're about to surround him, but I'm really curious if the Arctic Cheetah is going to man up and take on this Vapor Eagle alone. Looks like he is. He's diving right up at him. But that did not go his way in any way, shape, or form. He did almost no damage, but ate all the damage. Oh, and he did it! The Arctic Cheetah did it! I did not see that coming. I thought for sure the Arctic Cheetah gave up his chance to get that kill. GG's. TPQ with a 5-0 win. That's a hard one to swallow. Well fought both teams, though. Vapor Eagle 2 for F37 just showed that he was really the only mech that had the range to fight the enemy. Because look, he did 700 damage because he was fighting the enemy at his optimal range. The other mechs, they just didn't have the range. They shouldn't have went for that high ground with their deck was more of a push deck. They should have just pushed the enemy instead of trying to go for that high ground. Cause they just ate too much damage. That and the linebacker practically getting yeeted right out of the gate. That didn't help at all. Well fought, both teams. Well fought.
Yes, good fight both teams. Looks like Patchwork Quilt gets this round and the win overall. Certainly going to help them stay up there at the top of Division D. Maybe they're in an unassailable position now, I'm not sure.
They are.
If they lost the next round, the next couple of rounds, and F37 won, then maybe we could see a switcheroo. But yeah, they've certainly maintained the lead at the moment.
Pulling up the score screen real quick. But yes, TPQ has an unassailable position now. F37 needed to either fight them and win on points, or there was no chance anyone could catch up with Patchwork Quilt at this point. And that's kind of what happened. Patchwork Quilt 45, almost a 5-0 stomp. It was 4-1 versus F37's 23. Both teams brought their A game, but F37 just made one too many mistakes, and it severely cost them in the couple of matches where they made them. At TPQ, they've been practicing 2, 3, 4 days a week while scrimming. And it's really starting to show. Their team is really getting their stuff together because look at the points. It just shows that practice is overpowered, guys. um, but yeah, switch to the map strat real quick. Show just the final breakdown of that last match before we get out of here tonight. So basically, what happened was F37 spawned in alpha. They sent a linebacker and the Grinner, which ran here. They put their Vapor Eagle, who had a slow Vapor Eagle with all the AC2s, had to take this long pathing to C4. And then their assaults came around here, tried to get to C4 also. But this linebacker just ate all the damage right here. And then this Grinner just kind of stood here for a while and didn't try to go for Epsilon. He had the perfect opportunity to take it at the start and didn't. He just kind of stood here and then just kind of floated between his team. TPQ took up a very powerful position. They started their trading right here. So their spawn, they first basically went to Echo 4. They went to Echo 4 and then pulled around. And then they just kind of went all the way around to here and just kept a concave firing line. I mean, this is a firing line that extended from C3 all the way to here, you know, and there was nowhere the F37 could poke out to get shots. The only chance the F37 actually had is if at the very start, you know, they just big dicked it as hard as they could with their much more close range mechs and just charged into them in Echo 4. They could have probably caught TPQ off guard and turned TPQ's range advantage into a disadvantage at close range. That's how I think they probably should have played it. But you know, hindsight's 20/20, and you never know what the enemy team's going to do until it's too late. Looks like. Do you have anything else to say, Dubious? Because my first cast is a little bit of a train wreck. Apologize, guys. Massive apologies. I'll make sure it's fixed for next time. That apology extends out to TPQ and F37. You guys deserved a more professional stream. It was not very professional. And that's 100% my fault. I'll fix it next time. Dubious, thank you for co-casting this with me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, pleasure. It's my first time co-casting. We had some technical difficulties.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement of the century. Oh my god.
Games to watch though, and congratulations to Patrick Quill. Well done, fella.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. I am Level, the worst amateur caster in the league history. This is Dubious, one of the other new guys. And thank everyone for tuning in and watching. We hope you enjoyed what you could of it, even though half the match I was muted. There's more games to come later today. Tune in when those happen, and then we have a couple big games tomorrow with Nod and whoever they're facing. That should be a really good game. So, mech dads, tryhards, weebs, degenerates, thank you all for tuning in and watching, and we are out.